Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. And I have added a squeeze bottle layer of black around the edge of my canvas. And I'm going to use my OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula to make some interesting patterns on the edges of what I assume is, if I'm lucky, I cleaned that out. Come out, yes, here. Is going to be a Dutch pour. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of the Anita's White Metallic. That was a Venetian blue. That's a dioxazine purple. I'm going to stop myself before I go too far, maybe. Let's hope so. That is an emerald green from Folk-Art that's color shifting. Try and leave my bottles not in the way. I will be using some of my newly discovered, not mine particularly, but my new discovery is Mead White paint, and soon enough I'll be using black, I hope, when it finally arrives. I'm inclined to put a little bit of my pink in there. So this is just the start. This is how I want my edges. Or my negative space isn't really negative space at all. Let's see what happens when I put some of the hot orchid on top of that. Because I can. The name of my first book. Yeah, I like that. I don't need a lot, just a little. Probably could put some more white in there and see what that looked like too. The white often will sell. Okay, so I'm going to try and make this in short order. And I'll work on filling things in if I need to afterwards. So, I suspect that the trick to Dutch pours, and that looks like so much paint to me that I'm going to lose everything I put on there. But I'm going to give it a shot anyway. I thought about putting my paint in a shovel. That's the dioxazine purple. This is a really old color shift from Folk-Art. I don't even know what that's made up of anymore. I'm going to use the hot orchid that looks like it wants to plug on me. I kind of want some black in there, to tell you the truth. And I'm pretty sure if I use the black enamel it would be more helpful. And once I get the Meaden, it'll be the Meaden. I'm going to indulge myself in some Folk-Art Purple Flash, another color shifting paint. I want some orange. I don't want it everywhere. I may regret that. I can't get enough purple. And I definitely want some gold. I want a little more purple too. I'm being called to blue, but I think what's going to happen is I'm going to use this Chrysocolla, which is a prism pour from Color-Art. And then I'm just going to blow this around. Now I've taped over the holes that were keeping, I had holes here that were keeping my blow dryer from working really well. And I'm going to put this on the cool setting. Wind up with any gaps, I'll just deal with them. I do kind of want to use my airbrush. To finish off a few things. And from the outside, because why not? And then I might still want to tip. It doesn't look like anybody else's Dutch floor. Again. So, I'm really, really inclined on doing what I usually do. Which is adding a few well-placed tendrils. I really just want some gold. And maybe some black. Just waggling some right through the middle. I don't know how that's going to be, but I guess I'll find out. I can never leave well enough alone. Because sometimes it's just not well enough. Must be why that. Maybe I'll try the gold. I think in and then out. You didn't really expect my Dutch pour to look like anybody else's anyway, I'm pretty sure. I know that I'm going to get some great cells. I might want a torch. I'm very inclined to add some black. Yes, I think I'm going to like adding the black a lot. Because that's going to add some depth. And be careful not to destroy anything I actually like. But I'm liking that better all the time. I'm not trying to be neat about my little tendrils. I should do a jellyfish like this. That might be kind of fun. Just leading that black right back up into the composition, which is what it is now. It's less of a Dutch pour, more of a composition. I'm liking that. I want some pink though, right in here. Just because it's easier than getting the blow dryer out. Use my skewer. I still want a torch because I have a feeling I might pop some cells, but I better get on with it pretty quick. as the paint sets up, because I'm in a room with a fan on it. Make sure I hit all of my black. I might want a little gold down here too, or some color. Well, it's more of a Dutch pour than they have been other times. A little more black down there. I know Dutch pour should probably be really fast. I'm not hating that. I'm not sure what I'm doing with it exactly yet. I do want it to be pleasing to me. Of course, that's a dumb moment. I would like to add a whole bunch of black to make that super dimensional. But I'm not sure I can do it. I'm getting closer all the time, so I'm not going to give up yet. I'm sort of getting wider and wider as I go, taking up more and more space. Part of me just wants to swipe. You know what? I've got some red and I think I might like to have it in there. Along with a little more pink. And some orange too. Oh, I don't like that when I put a color down and then I completely annihilate it with some tool. That usually bugs me. Alright, so it must be almost time to torch. Yeah, I like that better. So I could blow that around too. Good. That drags the eye a little bit down in a different direction. Speaking of eyes, I just got rid of something that looked like it was looking at me. My husband will come along and tell me something looks like something and says, "See its eye?" and I'll go, make it go away. I have to do some animals though. I really do. Okay, so I'm almost there to a place where I can tell you that I'm almost there. That is the Venetian blue. It does not sink on the Maiden white. So I'm looking forward to proving that right now. Another not a Dutch pour. But I've got my blue. What else do I want? I want some lighter blue. I just want to make it my own, make it what I want it to be. Nah, not the black, the purple. Come out. I'll leave that over on the side. Just waggling and skewer. I want to tip it too. I want to do all kinds of stuff to this until I get it to be something spectacular, but they dry so much prettier. Sometimes I feel like if I pour a whole bunch of black on everything and tip it, it'll just be perfect. But it's not necessarily true. Now, I don't care for that green over there, so it's going to go away now. Come on out. You're being a right pain. Okay, so what is it? I don't know. It's something that I will decide I like better later. I still want... Ooh, that's cool. That adds some nice dimension. Letting things travel out from the center. I like that. I'm always surprised. Why am I always surprised? I shouldn't be surprised, right? Alright, you know what? That changed everything for me. Maybe I just need to hit my 20-minute limit. So that's 17 minutes and 2 minutes to tell you that I love you guys, and there's over 91,700 of you. And if you're interested in helping support the studio's survival, and you watch the videos longer, and you share them occasionally, and you give me a thumbs up, and you leave me a nice comment, which by the way, thank you for all the nice comments. You keep my morale boosted. I really appreciate that. So anyway, best way to support the studio is to purchase an artwork. My email address is below the video, underneath the link tree where you can find Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links. I'm liking this more and more, which is a good thing. Because I like finishing when you're watching as opposed to afterwards. Full of tendrils. I did say I was going to torch, didn't I? I better get on with that. Oh, I got a dot. You know what? One dot leads to another. To many more, sometimes. Yes, I like the dots. So, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, I was telling you, are under the link tree. Also, you can find Facebook groups there. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group for Students, and I post tomorrow's video there often. Also, I post tomorrow's video on my community board on my YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, you can find my Teespring store, and you can find my playlists. I have over 1,800 videos on my playlist, all playlists, created playlists. If you need a link, if you can't find one, please feel free to ask me. Yeah, I like the white too. I might have some stuff to touch up on my edges. I guess I should just stop worrying that I can't make a conventional Dutch pour. I've got 1 minute left to tell you guys that the drawing that shows you the prizes is on an exhibition video on the last 20 seconds of every video. So if you want to know what those prizes are, for those of you who are contributing through PayPal or Patreon, and finding the icons on the bottom right-hand corner of my YouTube channel header and on the link tree. Actually, there are links on the link tree. So let's torch. Ha! Thank you for the thumbs up. This turned out to be really cool, and I just had to keep going until I was happy. And that mead and paint makes some incredible patterns. And you can find it on my Amazon link. My Amazon link is on the link tree. If you shop my Amazon link, it helps me buy art supplies eventually. Thank you guys for shopping there. I really appreciate it. Look for my OXO omelet turning spatula there. Look for my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas there. Look for the mead and paint there. I'm going to take anything that just isn't completely cohesive for me. You guys are going to be gone in a second. Thank you for stopping by. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, saying I'll see you anon. Don't forget I have lots of videos.